The WWE Draft is officially tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have already got out our draft prediction videos for the male and women aspects of this, but we're going to give you a quick rundown, of course, of everything that has been noted over the past couple weeks, rules, and what is eligible for tonight. With that being said, of course, wrestling fans, welcome to the Kraken's WWE side of YouTube. Hope you all had a fabulous day. And of course, as always, if you want to join in on the action, hit that plus, ring that bell, become part of the community. Also, if you want future access to early videos and other great perks, there is the membership option as well that you can look into. But let's hop into the action and let's run down what we know, what we've seen, and what we hope is going to happen. So, in the 2024 WWE Draft, you're looking at SmackDown. We'll start it off tonight at 8 p.m. There will be 4 rounds, 16 total picks. In my opinion, I don't think that's a whole lot. But SmackDown is only 2 hours long, so it does give it a bigger slate to get bigger names out, but not have a opinionated aspect of this. I think this is where we'll see a lot of small names go, and we'll probably see some stuff happen over the weekend as well, leading into Monday. Raw, there will be 6 rounds of 24 picks. So this is probably where we're going to see NXT superstars be pulled. This is where we'll see the big heavyweight style athletes, men and women's, both be moved around. Yet again, that could happen tonight too. We don't know. We cannot wait to figure out to see what happens. Now, each champion on each brand is protected. The women's tag champions are eligible. I do believe the only reason that is because they do defend on NXT. They do defend on Raw. So instead of us getting a Raw tag team women's championship, we're just going to have one that they can use on all 3, which, in my opinion, actually is pretty smart because at the moment, the women's division on the main roster is not that big. It's very limited to tag teams, and I'm hoping that changes tonight and Monday throughout this draft process. SmackDown will pick first on Friday. Cannot wait to see their first pick. I'm hoping that they don't pick the champions, even though they're already, it states, champions on each brand are protected. So we already know Cody Rhodes is on SmackDown, so we're not going to see that. So we could see a big name be drawn from Raw or NXT. You could see Carmelo, you could see Ilya, you could see Dijak. On the Raw aspect, you could see Punk, you could see McIntyre, you could see Gunther, Finn Balor. There's just several names across the board there that could happen. Then on Raw, the same thing. You could see them pick the likes of Roman Reigns from SmackDown. You could see them pick up Jimmy. Even though Jimmy's hurt, he's not really uneligible. He's still there. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Don't have a lot of information on his injury. That is still developing as we know. Of course, by the time you see this, we may have a more bigger update. And if so, please let us know in the comments. Then rosters will be locked in by May 6th. Now, May 6th is officially a week and a half from today. So that means we will be having, I don't know if they're going to do this for 2 weeks or if they're just going to continue to move pieces off screen to make it fit, or if they're going to make this a 2-week thing. I hope they do a 2-week thing. I think that would be something different. They haven't done. I think that gives it a big moment to truly invest in this, give more storytelling. And we did see Triple H, he put out a tweet earlier that this is the hardest part of doing this because you got to think of, they're working on what they're going to do with each person if they do move here and there. So this is Ava's real big challenge on NXT. We've seen people talk about NXT is going to be picked to the bones. There won't be nothing left, but they are going to get the ability to have people move down to NXT. So that's going to be a good aspect. And we're also going to see some changes, hopefully, in some stables. Hopefully we see some split, and we'll get into that as well. So there's a tweet also on the OX. It stated an update from WWE that superstars are excluded from the draft. Rhea Ripley, currently injured, is expected to stay on Raw. You also have Charlotte Flair, who WWE Creative said that not to be quite sure yet what to do when she does make her return. But her in real life husband, Andrade, will more than likely have an aspect on where she goes. Shotzi is currently out of action with an injury and she will remain on SmackDown. And Ridge Holland is expected to permanently stay on NXT moving forward. And then other superstars out of the polls at the moment is almost MVP Dexter Lumis, Gable Stevenson, and Tamina Snuka. Those words on their futures will be. Also, they are currently categorized on the WWE roster as free agents. So that's kind of odd. To me, I thought had retired and stepped away, but we could be seeing a possible return somewhere. Or she could just start doing some training, helping the women's division as well. We don't know yet. I'm hoping they can do something with Omos. I could see him and Obafemi really having a good feud on the main roster or even in NXT. So tonight, here is your field from SmackDown that is available. So a few things looking at this that strike me odd. Seth Rollins, he's Monday night. Let's see who else on here. Ivar has been Monday night. The OC has been on NXT. I thought Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler were both on Monday. Liv on Monday. So these are both, it's just a combination of everybody who's available to be picked tonight. Of course, and then you see plus NXT superstars are eligible. There's Roman Reigns, AJ, Andrade, Randy. My first pick, if I'm SmackDown, I would want to keep Randy on there. I'd want to keep Braun Breaker. I'd want to keep Roman. I'd want to get Sheamus back. I'd want to grab Liv. You know, here that just strike me as what needs to happen. Of course, looking at this pool, there's LA Knight, there's Jay. A lot of big names and a lot of good things to happen with this. Of course, let us know what your first pick tonight will be if you was picking for the blue brand. So then you look at Monday Night Raw's draft availability, and this list is huge. These are everybody that will be picked or should be picked throughout the night. You see LWO, New Day, New Catch Republic, Pride, Pretty Deadly, Legado del Fantasma, the Kabuki Warriors, the Final Testament, Braun Strowman's on here. The names here are huge. Tiffany Stratton. This is where a lot of the oh my god or holy shit moments will happen. I think that we'll see a lot of these names get moved to NXT as well. I know Final Testament is currently driving for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I think we're going to see the Creed brothers go to SmackDown on this aspect. So a lot of good things are to come out of this. I cannot wait for this draft to start. Of course, as always, if you have any thoughts, opinions, or questions, of course, let us know in the comments. And like I said before, if you want to keep up with all the wrestling action that we put out, of course, smack that bell, become part of the community. And as always, for early access, if you just feel like up to it, you can smack that membership button and check that out as well. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, the Kraken's over and out.